have moved from the Soshanguve campus and they've now moved to the Soshanguve police station. That's the building behind me. What you're seeing behind me is, of course, the gathering of students broadly from the Democratic Alliance student organization, as well as the student body, the student youth of the Democratic Alliance. And of course, let's just find out what exactly has brought about this picket. We know that we saw very violent protests happening yesterday with angry students from the campus just calling on the police to really account to what they allege is the death of one of their own at the hands of police. But I do have with me the chairperson of the Democratic Alliance, Natasha Mazoni. Thank you so much for joining us today. Tell us, you've obviously come here with not just yourself, but also with members of the Democratic Alliance youth bodies. What is the message that you're sending out?
Well, our message today is very clear. I myself used to be the national youth leader of the Democratic Alliance. We have been through many protests in our time in youth. It is essential that the police learn how to control a riot situation without using excessive force. Under no circumstances ever should live ammunition have been brought onto that campus. An assault rifle is alleged to have killed a student. Our students who are participating, as you saw today, in a completely peaceful protest, are asking to have their voices ventilated. They want to be heard. The message needs to go out very strongly. Our students want books, they don't want bullets.
That is quite a strong message, but just from a young person like yourself, tell us about how do students really feel with what happened on Thursday? I mean, are they safe? Do they feel safe?
I don't think students are safe. I think what we've seen happen on this campus is an indictment on the police. It really is painful to watch students here who are very emotional, who are really crying because they've lost a fellow student. And it cannot be in 2018 that a student is being killed by a police officer on a campus where they are there to learn, to be educated so they can improve their lives. So here we have a student who has not only been lost, but his family has lost hope because he's here in this institution. So it's very emotional for us to be here today.
Thank you for your time. Well, speaking of the family, we know that they are coming from Bushbuck Ridge, and they will be, just trying to get their heads around what happened to one of their own. We understand that they did make their way from Bushbuck Ridge this morning, but I think it's also very important to understand the context of what happened on Thursday. Of course, the shooting came straight after an election that some students believe it was rigged. Let's just get more information with regards to what some students believe happened and some students believing this death could have been avoided. Thank you so much, Thabo, for joining us today. Tell us who you are, who you represent, and how do you think that this death could have been avoided?
Well, my name is Thabo Malus. I'm the chairperson of TUT Soshanguve campus. For me, just actually send our deepest condolences to the family of Katleo and tell that actually ANC have contributed to the death of their son. But we'll support everything. We'll go to the family and support, even though it's from PAC students, but we'll go and support them. We're having a problem of ANC in our university running every day. So the elections were rigged. We have found an official that was running elections with 1,000 marked ballot papers written ANC Youth League, meaning our students are going to rob their freedom of choice, choosing their own leadership that they wanted to lead this university from now until next year. So here's the position of what we want to take. We have a problem. Our students have been actually now, things are banned and all that. We're having a boss come to our university now, destroying everything there. We want to sit down with the management. Since this incident, we have never called as the chairperson of the structures and leadership of the students to sit down with the management and discuss with them what is the way forward, how do we actually rectify all these mistakes. Last year, every election, the TUT, we have this kind of actual incident. We are very shocked, and it's a very strange situation for us to come here and speak to the police who have killed our student. But because we believe in the rule of law, we are here to say, look, we want the man to be brought in the books of law, and the man must be arrested forever. Because you can't expect a man that actually took an oath of overthrow, he's going to represent the country and protect the people, and then he go and kill a student. So here's a position.
Thabo, let me just come in a bit. You know, when we spoke off camera, you did mention that you took pains with the process of the running of the elections at TUT. What is wrong with how the elections are currently run? From my understanding, there's an outsourced company that is looking at these elections. What is your bone of contention when it comes to this?
Look, we're having an individual called Gukaba here. He's the director of student governance and leadership development. The man controls everything. I can assure you that this company, it's a new company, by the way, this year. He's involved. So I'm saying to Gukaba, wherever he is, let him take me to any court to show that he doesn't have any signature or anything to do with this campaign. We have a company here that is running elections and is from ANC. That is why you can find out in an official, not even a student, or official having 1,000 marked ballot papers with ANC Youth League, so that ANC can remain in power and destroy the future of our students. When our parents sent us to university, it's an investment. We are black kids. We have, including myself, by the way, I'm from a very poor family. I'm as an investment. My family are looking after me. Actually, they've been calling me after this because they know, like, we are a hope of the community, we are the hope of the country, all that. So our plea is that next year we're supposed to be writing our exams. Many students have left now the university because they don't feel safe. Every night people they come, not students by the way, community members they come as if they are students and then they destroy everything, they vandalize, they've taken everything.
So there's quite a few problems that are plaguing the institution.
Yes, so every night, even this morning we have that problem. That's why I've said, look, I can no longer work as collective because I need to give it as a leader. I called my members as let's go and open a case, let's go and give it to our students. So please that we want to tell the management, we must sit down and keep way forward. We're supposed to write next week Monday. I don't think we'll be able to write. It's not conducive for our students. Some even left the campus, they went home because they don't feel safe. Every night people are burning things, people are stealing things. It's not the students, it's the community members calling Nyaope boys.
So you're saying that students are actually leaving because they don't feel safe after this shooting on Thursday?
It's not safe at all, my sister. Every night. You can come tonight and see. Every night we're having this kind of problem. Every time TUT students they're trying to resolve their own issues, then the boys, they come and get involved. They come, they destroy everything, they vandalize everything. Our plea is that to the management, let's sit down and engage. Let's allow the students, by the way, to give direction. Our plea is that as a TASO, we want re-elections. We want to have interim SRC, meaning everyone was contesting must get a seat. It's wrong. It's going to control everything.
Let's keep it there, Thabo. Thank you so much for giving us that insight, giving us detailed information about what you and your organization feel could have been avoided. Thank you so much for your time.